Let's begin with an update on the trial of Omoyele Sowore, as the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered his release after fulfilling his bail conditions. But the convener of Revolution Now movement remains in custody of the Department of State Services because the document from the court could not be handed to the agency before it closed for the day. Judiciary correspondent Celestina Iria has details of days proceedings at the court.
The publisher of Sahara Reporters and convener of Revolution Now protest, Omoyele Sowore, will soon regain his freedom. His counsel, Mr. Falana, informed the court that the defendant has been able to meet the bail conditions imposed on him by the court. He asked the court for an adjournment at the resumed trial on grounds of not being able to have access to the defendant, who has been in the custody of the State Security Services. The prosecuting counsel opposed the application for an adjournment, stating that the charges were filed and served on the defendants on the 20th of September, which affords them enough time to prepare for their defense. The defense counsel told the court that the prosecutor had applied to have his witnesses masked through the deputy registrar of the court without the permission of the judge and has brought a protective squad to the courtroom. Justice Ojukwu called the deputy chief registrar for questioning, and he confirmed having a meeting with the prosecutor on masking the prosecution witnesses. Justice Ijoma then held that there is no application to mask the prosecution witness before her, and that whatever plans the prosecutor and the deputy chief registrar have has no impact in the proceedings. Counsel to the defendant informed the court that he has not been served with the statements of the prosecution witnesses and the compact discs containing a video clip which the prosecutor wants to use in proving his case. The court therefore adjourned sitting on these grounds to 5th and 6th of December.
They called this morning, and to our utter dismay, we saw gadgets meant for concealment of the identity of the witnesses of the prosecution. And when we inquired, we discovered that between the office of the deputy chief registrar and the prosecutor, an arrangement had been made. Or in fact, the prosecution applied to the deputy chief registrar, and the application was granted behind us that the proceedings be conducted in camera with respect to the hearing of taking the evidence of certain witnesses. So we objected to that. I'm sure the court was embarrassed, and the court sent for the DCR, who confirmed the arrangement.
Any secret arrangement with the deputy chief registrar of masking witnesses. The procedure is, if you want any of the witnesses to be shielded, a formal application is normally brought before the court, for the court in open court to take argument by counsel why witness or witnesses should be shielded. That application has not yet been made. If it is necessary for us to make that application, we'll make the application at the required time.
In another suit filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission before Justice Ukon Abang of the Federal High Court against Faisal Mena, the court adjourned to 21st and 22nd November for continuation of trial. This was after the prosecutor called his first witness, Mario Bashar, a business manager with the United Bank of Africa, Maitama Abuja branch. She gave account of how she approached Abdurrashid Mena, the former chairman of the Pension Reform Tax Team, in 2011 to solicit deposits. He eventually deposited 3 billion naira from the police pension fund with the bank, and the amount was later moved to the Treasury single account with the CBN in 2012. She also made it known that she sought more deposits from him and was able to open 12 accounts in his name and that of his immediate family members, including Faisal Mena. Faisal Mena is being prosecuted by the Economics and Financial Crimes Commission on 3-count charge bordering on money laundering. Celestina Iria, TVC News, Abuja.